Thank you. Good morning, Senator Giarratana, Representative Ritter, Representative Srinivasan, and members of the Public Health Committee. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you this morning. I'm going to be just speaking about two bills. Happy to answer questions about anything else. I want to thank you for raising our agency bill concerning outdated statutory language. The term adult incompetent has been replaced by revised language, which is, quote, an adult for whom a guardian or involuntary conservator has been appointed. This is in keeping with many steps that DDS has been taking over the last several years to replace outdated and often unintentionally disrespectful terminology with more appropriate person-centered and person-first language. And this technical agency bill helps us further this goal. DDS has encouraged the use of respectful language through several avenues, including changing the name of our department, statutory language changes, and an official DDS respectful language policy, which you can see on the front of our website, which states that DDS is committed to promoting the respect and dignity of individuals who receive services from our department. As standards of acceptable speech have evolved, individuals who receive supports and services from DDS and its provider network have found the use of disrespectful and non-person first language to be offensive and a barrier to full integration into the community. We encourage our providers to use respectful language when referring to individuals receiving supports from our department. Our staff are always expected to use respectful and person-first language at all times. So again, I just want to thank you for Senate Bill 132. It furthers this goal and helps us achieve what we're trying to achieve. Secondly, I'd like to discuss Senate Bill 126, which is an act concerning an internship program for adults with autism. This bill would require the commissioners of DDS, DSS, and the Department of Labor to develop a plan to implement an internship program for persons with autism spectrum disorder, or ASD as we refer to it. While we are very supportive of increasing internship and employment opportunities for individuals with disabilities, including ASD, the state does not have the fiscal and staff resources to dedicate to the development or implementation of an additional initiative, which is duplicative of services that we currently offer. Other DDS programs that relate to internship and employment opportunities for individuals with ASD include the operation of the Medicaid lifespan waiver for individuals with ASD who do not have intellectual disability. Some of the services that are provided under this waiver include job coaching, community mentoring, life skills coaching, and behavioral supports. Although the governor's budget proposes moving the lead agency status for autism spectrum disorder to the Department of Social Services, DDS, as a member of the Autism Spectrum Disorder Advisory Council, will continue to coordinate with our sister agencies to identify and provide priority services for persons with autism spectrum disorder. Thank you for the opportunity to comment on that bill, and I look forward to any questions and working with you this legislative session.
Thank you, Commissioner. My co-chair has a question for you.
Commissioner, it's always great to see you. Appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
We're going to need you back next week. I hope
Yes.
that's okay. We have some bills coming that I think your expertise will be particularly needed on, in addition to the ones you testified on today.
Happy to be here.
So just want to keep that on your radar screen, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Representative Srinivasan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Commissioners. Good to see you again, and thank you
see
for your
you.
testimony today. So this bill that we just talked about, the Senate Bill 126, where we are creating or requesting an internship program, is it just the fiscal note about it that is that the impediment for creating this program, or do we have such programs already that are there, and it's a question of just directing the people to programs that already exist?
Yeah, thank you for your question. I do think I can't comment on the fiscal note. I'm not familiar with it, frankly, but it is not necessary in the opinion of the department. We do have a lifespan waiver in which internship and employment opportunities are pursued for individuals with ASD. I'll also mention that we have recently been awarded a grant, a federal grant, which is called the Employment First State Leadership Mentoring Program. Under that grant, we are working with all of our sister agencies, including the Department of Labor and DSS, to identify employment opportunities for individuals with ASD in the community. It's really a great opportunity for us. We're very happy to have been awarded the grant, and we're working with federal and state officials to really make inroads into the private sector and into the business community, and to incentivize employers to offer either internships or actual jobs to people with disabilities, teaching them, educating them about how valuable it can be to have someone with a disability involved in their organization. So we do have multiple opportunities. It take nothing away from the intent and purpose of this particular bill. It's just that we really are doing these things right now.
Thank you, Commissioner. And you actually answered my second question, which was there's a big difference between opportunity at a job and an internship. I mean, obviously, an
Right.
internship leads to a job. And so you already said very clearly and eloquently that with the various proposals that we already have, the various programs we already have, comprise of both internship opportunities as well as job opportunities. So it's a question of just giving the people the appropriate roadmaps so they can go to where they need to go to get either of the two, internship or job opportunity.
Yes, thank you. And I should also add that the Governor's Committee on Employment for Individuals with Disabilities, which is chaired by Jonathan Slifka, the liaison to the governor for the disability community, is also focused on employment. So we have multiple initiatives, all of which are coordinated with each other. That is a very high priority for us for individuals with disability or ASD.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Madam Chair.